Yeah, that's a big one. You know, it's everything. It's a lifestyle. It's my hobby, it's my passion, it's my primary form of medicine for how I stay sane. It's what gets me up in the morning. I mean, it really is everything. I was athletic in my youth, playing sports, soccer, baseball, football, things like that. And I didn't really start running though until as an adult, when I began my journey in recovery, which was in 2008, because it was also suggested explicitly by one of my counselors at a rehab that, you know, exercise was a good way to supplement recovery, to help cope with stress and to help get like all the good chemicals pumping from the brain. So I also had it literally suggested like, hey, maybe you should exercise, and then I gravitated towards running for whatever reason. It seemed like a good idea at the time, and since then it's just been on. Know where the line between it was a tool to help with recovery ends and my desire to be as fast as I can for my age and be as competitive as I can for my age. I don't know where the line from one ends and the other begins. It's just now like a complete mesh, you know? And it's now just, like I said, this is my life, it's a lifestyle. There's no longer a question as to whether I'm going to run or am I going to continue running? It's just part of my everyday, part of my DNA now. 4 a.m. alarms, the 4:30 wake ups wouldn't happen, I don't think, if it wasn't for racing. I don't know, I did get up early even when I wasn't training for races, but that definitely drives me a lot, and that becomes how I arrange my life. Is like running comes first, and that's again because for me it's part of my daily routine to stay sane, and then I also enjoy the heck out of it, so I want to do it, and I'm very willing to get up before the sun gets up, well before the sun gets up, to make sure I get my run in before work, if that's what it is, just to make sure that no matter what the rest of the day holds, I've at least gotten the number one thing done. It's like that oxygen mask thing, like on the airplane. You have to put the oxygen mask on you first before you can take care of anybody else. And for me, that's what running does, is enabling me to be, I guess, the best version of myself that I can. I guess you could say it's something like one of the biggest lessons I've learned, or like life skills, perspective changes on life has come from running, and that's, I distinctly remember when it happened, which was during like the first long distance race I ever tried, which was an 18-mile run on the Jersey Shore, and I feel like it was around 11, 12, where I had this light bulb moment that was, I was suffering, and I bit off way more than I could chew, and it was just such a struggle. But I had that light bulb moment of, I just have to run this mile, just have to get to 12, and then just have to get to 13, and then to 14. So having that moment, what it taught me was that long distance running could help me learn how to endure more and be more patient. Just the idea that okay, life might be painful right now, or this situation might be stressful right now, but I just have to hang on a little bit longer, and then just a little bit longer,
And in recovery, you know, there's a phrase, 1 day at a time. That's not just in recovery, that's just a common phrase, but 1 day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time. And so for me, that was transformative because I was always I need instant gratification. If I'm in pain or I'm stressed, I can't last another second. It must end now, and I must seek immediate relief, which is why I gravitated towards drugs and alcohol. And now what's been amazing for me is the fact that I can sit in a stressful situation and use that lesson from the LBI 18-mile race that I just need to stay in this moment and not overreact and not become a jerk to the people around me for just another minute, another 5 minutes, has made me a much better person, I think, to deal with. And again, I wouldn't probably have developed that tool without long distance running, because long distance running is enduring pain in so many ways.
When I was in recovery and single, I always said I wanted a partner who ran. I mean, it's my favorite thing, and wouldn't it be great to be able to share my favorite thing with my partner? And so it is a blessing now that we get to run together.
Ready? Let's go.
Prior to really recommitting to running and after recommitting to running and being consistent with it versus not being consistent with it, I can just see sort of that happens, you know, after the run. And just the fact that I get to share that with her, whether it's a few days a week or 1 day a week, has enriched my life and my running life immensely, you know. And it's not something that has to happen. It's not like a requirement, but I hope it stays this way. I'll say that.
The one piece of advice I think for anybody beginning a running journey, a fitness journey, a weight loss journey, I'm gonna read a book every month journey, relationship, career, anything that I've tried to achieve has gotten me to the point where I wanted to give up. Stick-to-itness, that's the word, right? Stick-to-itness. The willingness to stay in it. When I'm willing to stay in it, I don't know where that comes from, I really don't. But when I am, I inevitably find whatever my version of success is for that specific journey or project or goal. And it happens. And I wouldn't personally have that without running and recovery. And again, they both go hand in hand. I don't know where one starts and the other one ends, but that's been life-changing. Just to know that if I just keep trying, it'll happen. Even if it's painful, even if I feel like it's not going to. That's the time when I have to not give up the most, if that makes sense. So, don't leave